let's go! Jesus friggin' Christ. Underdog would not detect my location. Don't know what the deal was there, but that was super annoying. Anyways, I just filmed a Underdog video a couple hours ago, and it was not my finest work. This should be the third video on the channel, but I don't know which one I'm going to release first, because I was not a huge fan of the last one. Made a couple bonehead decisions, and also my computer / Underdog just f***ed me at one point, so it was not my best work, so I'm just going to do another one here, and it looks like I'm right in the middle of the pack here, so I'm good with that. Last draft I was pick 12, and it was kind of tough. I had everybody that I wanted get taken before it was my turn, so kind of had to adjust and adapt, and then I basically decided I'm just going to draft a bunch of people that I usually don't draft, and surprise, it didn't end up very well, but we'll see. Maybe that's my best team I draft all year, is the people that I'm not drafting very often. That would be classic, but you never know. That's just the way fantasy football goes, baby. And it's booze and balls, so I'm going to start off by cracking open a THC drink? Just kidding. I got booze too. Gah! Let's go! I'm excited. Ooh, I almost spilled. That would have been bad. A lot of technology in this room. No, thank you. Wow. Bijan at 103. All right, well. Amon-Ra is very clearly the safer floor pick here. However, Justin Jefferson is the ceiling pick here. And best ball, I'm going to go for ceiling. Love Amon-Ra, but, you know, he's more of a slot receiver, more of a volume hog, whereas Justin Jefferson kind of does it all. He doesn't frequently run out the slot. He can, but he's good on the outside too, great at making fucking deep ball catches, contested catches, so I prefer Justin Jefferson there a little bit, even with the odd quarterback situation going on in my home state of Minnesota. I just love the dude too much to pass on him at 106. That's a great value for my guy, even with the bad QB picks or QB play. And who knows? I think that Sam Darnold will be fine. I think that he doesn't even have to be good for Justin Jefferson to be fantasy relevant. He needs to be serviceable, ideally good. Serviceable won't probably give you that 106 value that you want, but I don't know. I think Sam Darnold will be fine, and if he's not, I'm a believer in JJ, although I really, really would like to not see JJ, frankly, at all this year. It would be really cool if Sam could just fucking perform and JJ could sit and learn for a year, but I have a feeling that he will probably be on the field at some point this season. I would be shocked if it's like week 3. I wouldn't be shocked, but because if we go 0-3 first 3 games, they're probably going to put JJ in there, I think. I hope not, but that's just kind of the way it goes usually. Let's see. Yeah, I took Saquon Barkley last draft, but you know, I have like no stocks of Devontae Adams, and he's an animal, and I hope they just play Gardner Minshew. I mean, really, dude, Aiden O'Connell is not good. I'm sorry, he's just not. Sorry if you're a fan of Aiden O'Connell. He's not an NFL starter, and he's never going to be, honestly. I do not believe that. If he does become that one day, then come back to this moment and tell me that I'm a fucking idiot. But I would be shocked, dude. I mean, he's fine. You know, I think he could be he'll be a backup in the league for a long while, but I don't think he's quite starter tier. And I mean, shit, I think Gardner Minshew is better than him, and that's exactly what Gardner Minshew is. He's a great backup, but not quite starter tier. So hopefully Gardner Minshew plays and can just get Devontae Adams that volume that he needs. Because I don't know. I love the way that Gardner Minshew played with the Colts last year. I mean, shit, man, he almost took him to the playoffs. Like, that Texans game was hella close. They easily could have made it off that. And if they didn't get absolutely fucked during the Colts-Browns games by the refs, then they would have been in the playoffs regardless. That game is actually ridiculous. I watched that game with my friend who is a diehard Colts fan, and I felt so bad for them. Colts worked so hard for that victory just for it to get fucking taken out from under them by the refs. Kyron Williams. What's the deal? Yeah, I like that in the middle of the third round. I'm going to go with Kyron. He's a great player, and I know he's got his injuries that can keep him off the field and whatnot, but I think that as long as he's healthy, that backfield is his. And, you know, the Rams like to throw random fucking people in there last year, and like Darrell Henderson, Ronnie Rivers, whatever. That was the Rams, right? Ronnie Rivers. Yeah. Sorry, I got confused if Ronnie Rivers was fucking on the Chargers or the Rams, but yeah, he was one of the shitty ass Rams running backs last year. But now they did spend a second day pick on Blake Corum. So that will be interesting to see. I mean, there's no way that he just like loses a bunch of touches and like his majority role, but I don't know. We'll see. The Rams seem like they like to just run their fucking running backs into the ground and just not give a fuck about whether they're overdoing it or injury concerns. They're just gonna fucking, if they can produce, if they can be good on the field, the Rams are just gonna send the running back out there. So hopefully Kyron stays doing what he does and just is epic. You know what I mean? God. Oh, there we go. All right, sorry, I got these nice wood tables and spilled a red drink on it, so had to clean that up real quick. But yeah, let's see who's going around here. Stefon Diggs. Ooh, I do not think I've talked about him yet on this channel. I mean, I love Stefon Diggs, but a lot of mouths to feed in that offense, and we saw that Nico and Tank Dell are absolute animals, so it's hard for me to get behind Stefon Diggs, even at this price point. Oh my lord, ETN's still on the board? Well, we're definitely taking that. I think he's being a little bit undervalued right now, to be honest. Like, I know he's not the best running back in the league or anything, probably not even top 5, but he is an absolute fucking volume monster. I mean, yeah, I'm sure Tanks Bigsby is gonna steal away a ton of targets from ETN this year. No. We all saw the limited fucking plays where Tank Bigsby got in last year, and he was fucking awful. Like, legitimately one of the worst players in the NFL. I remember, I have no idea when this was, but he finally got in the game. I feel like the Jags were up by, like, a hefty chunk, and he gets his first carry and just fucking fumbles it instantly, or maybe it was a little screen pass or something, but he's garbage. Travis Etienne is good. He's not amazing, but he is good. So I like him with a 4th round pick right in the middle of the round there. I think that is very, very good. Let's see. What is his ADP? Right about where I took him. So, yeah, that makes sense to me to take him there. I mean, I feel like he should be going higher than that, but I will take him at ADP if that's where he's going right now. See, like Travis Etienne versus Josh Jacobs. Both good running backs. Not amazing, right? Unless you're one of those people that magically thinks that Josh Jacobs is somehow going to return to 2022 form, and to which that I say, go look at any of the other years he played in the league. That year was an anomaly. That's not happening again. Dude got ridiculous volume that year. It's not happening again. I'm sorry, it's not. And we've all seen the way that the Packers backfield has operated with Aaron Jones. They had A.J. Dillon and Jamal Williams and other fucking backs that would frequently steal touches and volume. So I am good with ETN over Jacobs. Fuck you, Hollywood Brown. You were the one that caused that mishap. Last draft. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's go. Dude, fucking A. God, it almost fucking happened again. If that video hasn't came out or you haven't seen it, this fucking thing auto-drafted Hollywood Brown for me, and it pissed me the fuck off. Keenan Allen, I have not drafted him yet, just because I've given the spiel literally every episode, but so many mouths to feed in that fucking Chicago offense, and it's a rookie quarterback who historically just don't put up great numbers in yardage or touchdowns. So it's hard to bank on a wide receiver 2/3. I mean, he is 2 right now, but they drafted Roma Dunze for a reason. They're going to fucking use him, you know. But I think that Keenan Allen is a good best ball candidate. I don't think he's going to, like, every week be putting up numbers, but I think that he is going to be one of those dudes who just has, like, a few really big games this season. So if I can get that out of him, I'll be happy with that pick. Faux show. Ma'am? You have to say anything? Boop. So after Keenan, we got Kyle Pitts, which is fair. I don't mind him there. James Cook. You know, I really like James Cook, but only 2 rushing touchdowns last year is pretty fucking tough, dude. Like, I don't know. They really did him dirty last year. I feel like they gave him the DeAndre Swift treatment, where he would contribute to getting the team all the way down the field, and then they get on the fucking like 5-yard line, and you know they either have Josh Allen do something, which that makes sense, right? Or they fucking bring out Latavius Murray to fucking slam it into the end zone. It's like, bro, get that old ass motherfucker out of here. James Cook he's capable of getting it into the end zone from 5 yards out, for fuck's sake. Just let him do it. Fucking put your second running back in different circumstances. Have him be the third down transition back. Don't fucking put him out there every time you're in the within the 10-yard line. Like, it's actually infuriating. All right. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking Jordan Addison here, but I have Jefferson. You know what? I have no Lad McConkey. Fuck you, Underdog. How about you fucking pick when I tell you to? I know I keep cutting it close and it's my fault. I get that. But how about you just fucking select when I click my fucking mouse, please? Good lord. So if you watch the first episode, you're probably like, oh, you hate Lad McConkey. You didn't want him at all. You said fuck him. You're not even going to talk about him. I don't hate Lad McConkey, but I just like paying this premium for a rookie wide receiver who's white. It doesn't make me feel great. Like, I think that, I don't know. I'm struggling for words right now, but I'm also struggling to see how Lad McConkey actually becomes worth this pick. Like, he was solid in college. Let me look up his college stats real quick. But let me just look it up before I make a fool of myself. All right, back on the clock real quick. So we got Give me Evan Ingram all day. Yep. Love that. Love Evan Ingram. He's so underrated. He was great last year. Great. Okay. Like, really? Really? I'm sorry, but this dude is going to... All right, like, I get he only played 9 games, but I think he's being overhyped. I'm sorry. I don't think he's that good. He's going to need to prove it to me before I really actually believe in Ladd McConkey. I only picked him because I have 0 stock in him. That is my only reasoning. Like, that's bad. That's not good. But whatever. Frankly, compared to the people that he is going around him, aside from Rashad White, the people that are going around him, I really don't have any interest in either. Aside from Calvin Ridley, I would rather have him, I think. And Rashad White. Rashad White is way better pick than Ladd McConkey, but Xavier Worthy, not into him. I'm really not. He's another rookie that I really need him to prove it to me. Roma Dunze, love him as a prospect, but like I just said a few minutes ago, a lot of mouths to feed in that offense. Jaden Reed, speak a lot of mouths to feed in that offense. They have fucking 19 wide receiver ones, so no thanks. I'm really not interested in Jaden Reed. And every time that Christian Watson is healthy, he is the clear wide receiver 1 in that offense. So I'm kind of confused why Jaden Reed is going that high. Well, let's go. I haven't gotten Jonathan Brooks yet. I'm actually excited about that pick. Cool. Yep, I briefly gave a similar spiel in the last episode, but I mean, guys, Chuba Hubbard! I'm sorry. Are we really going to trust a guy named Chuba Hubbard? No, but jokes aside, Chuba sucks. Miles Sanders sucks. And Jonathan Brooks would have gone a lot higher in that draft if he did not have his injury concerns. So I think if he can stay healthy, he's going to be fucking epic, and that will be well worth that pick. But we'll see. He's for sure not going to be he's not going to be anything until at least a few weeks in. They're going to for sure start out with Chuba and maybe a little bit of Miles and let them embarrass themselves and then say, fuck it, let's put Jonathan Brooks in. And hopefully he can give Bryce Young a break. It helps a rookie or a young quarterback so much if you can have a good rushing attack on your offense to, relieve a little pressure from the passing game. So hopefully Jonathan Brooks can just be good, and that will help Bryce out because I really like a lot of the Panthers players. I need to see more from the person who's throwing them the ball. Okay? Bryce Young, you literally look like you are fucking 17 years old. Please, can you grow up a little? Go hit the gym a little bit, for fuck's sake, dude. You cannot be a quarterback in the NFL, be 5'10" and 175 pounds. Like, people always shit on Kyler for being short, but it's like, okay, at least Kyler is jacked, dude. That dude is fucking ripped. He's built, but... Ooh, Zach Moss. Yes, sir. But Bryce Young is literally a fucking toothpick. Like, first and foremost, he needs to put on some fucking weight before he can be a quarterback in the NFL. That is just not going to cut it. He's actually going to die if he tries to play in the NFL being that small. And it didn't happen last year, but it's bound to happen if he stays that size. Bro needs to put some weight on. He needs to fucking learn how to read the field better, which that annoys me because during last year's draft, everybody was like, oh, yeah, Bryce Young, he should be the clear number 1 overall pick because he can read defenses like no other prospect we've seen. He's mini Drew Brees. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Reading a collegiate defense versus an NFL defense is Way different. I was always CJ Stroud #1 overall. Always believe that. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I looked at my hands and there's dog hair all over them. Thank you very much. But yeah, I don't know. I need Bryce Young to like actively show me that he's actually doing stuff to become more of a threat in the NFL. Like, dude needs to be hitting the gym. Anyways, Josh Palmer, like, dude, low key. Not even low key. I'm just gonna say it. Josh Palmer is gonna have a better season than Ladd McConkey. He's going to. I shouldn't have made that pick. I need to not be in that mindset where it's like, oh, well, I need to cover all my bases, you know. If I haven't drafted him yet, I should probably at least do him once. No, that's a stupid fucking mindset. You draft the best players available, bar none. Josh Palmer he's for sure going to have a better fantasy season than Ladd McConkey. I would be shocked if he does not. Who knows? That may be another bad take, but I think that Josh Palmer is going to have a good season. And Ladd McConkey is way more of a slot dude. Josh Palmer is way more of an outside threat. Who knows? Maybe they can coexist together, but... Oh, no. Okay. Let's go with Count Brocula. I was really, really thinking about Devin Singletary there because I love Devin Singletary. I think that he is criminally underrated. And he's the clear RB1 there. Like, yeah, he's not Saquon Barkley. The New York Giants aren't going to use him like he's Saquon Barkley, but I don't know. I really like him as a player. He's like an Austin Eckler type. He's shifty, small, you know, not the greatest like goal line back, but he's a great receiving back. Very versatile. So that's why I like Mr. Singletary, Devin Doubletary. But I needed a quarterback before it started to go to poopies. And I do not have Brock Purdy yet. And I know I was just saying, oh, don't base it on how many shares you have of them, but I actually like Brock Purdy, and I don't have any shares of him, so it's kind of a double whammy there. I was never one of those people last year who's like, Brock Purdy MVP, yeah, let's go! But he is a good quarterback in a phenomenal system. Why do people hate him? Why? That's one of my biggest gripes with the football community as a whole, is there's no fucking middle ground. Y'all think it's so black and white, like it's either, oh, he's fucking amazing, or oh, he fucking sucks. No! There's a middle ground. Brock Purdy is a great quarterback. I would say between good and great in a phenomenal system, which does make him a great quarterback. So whatever, you can say what you want, but dude produces. He shows up and does his fucking job like a G. So I'll take him there for sure. Oh, damn. Man, I could have. All right. I'm not doing this fucking Zeke bullshit again. You know, I'm going to reach a little bit here, I think. Yep, I have no time left, so I'm just going to do it. Woo! Oh, I almost fucked that up. But yeah, I definitely reach a bit there. I think about 10 picks. Let's see. So maybe a little more in a bit. Yeah, exactly 10 picks, almost 11. I don't really care, though. I really, really like Kendre Miller, and I think that Alvin Kamara is nearing the end of his career. I don't think he's done. Don't get me wrong. I think that he could still have a solid season, but I think that for sure it's not just going to be the AK show anymore. I think that as long as Kendre can stay healthy, that was a shit last year. He could not stay healthy. As long as he can stay healthy, I think that he will see a good role in that offense, seeing some solid touches. And, you know, like I just said, Alvin Kamara's getting old, so you never know. He could get injured or could just not be performing, and I think that Kendre Miller is a great prospect. You know, you can't always just bank on that. You like, oh yeah, he's a RB2, so you know if anything happens, he's gonna be great. No, I picked Kendre because I think he's a great player, and I think he's gonna do great things if given the correct opportunity, right? So I like that pick. Big reach there, but let's look here. I didn't want Dallas Goedert just because, I don't know, he had injury concerns, and he's not my favorite player. I think he's a little overrated, but also Dallas Goedert at almost round 12 is probably good value. Fuck Zeke. I took Zeke last fucking draft because I was doing the whole, oh, let's pick players we haven't picked yet, and the second I did it, I instantly regretted it. No interest in Zeke. Gus Edwards I like, but I have a few shares of him, and I know that these guys have been going around similar areas, so I wanted to switch it up and go Kendre rather than Gus there. And cool. Okay, Dalton Schultz fell to me. Oh, but Jay Herbodo. That's tough. Ooh. Oh, God, I'm tweaking. Okay. Whew. I mean, it would have auto-drafted Dalton Schultz anyways, but still stressing out over that. But I love Justin Herbert so much, dude. He's honestly one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league, and, you know, I know the big narrative around him right now is no weapons, and I kind of forgot I drafted Lad McConkey there. That double stack probably would have been a good idea. See, this is why it's tough to for me to make content and draft at the same time, because instead of thinking about what I'm going to do next and like really thinking through my decisions, I'm talking about, you know, whatever, how I feel about so and so. But you know what? That is A-okay, because I love that Texans offense, and I like Dalton Schultz as a tight end too. And you know, I've brought this up several times. Too many mouths to feed in that Texans offense, but I think he's a great best ball candidate. I don't think he's going to be a dude going out there week to week putting up fucking 15 points, which is very, very good for a tight end. But I do think that he's going to have a few really big games, like a couple multi-touchdown games and shit. Because that's just how that Texans offense operates. You know, we saw Tank Dell have big games. We saw Dalton Schultz have good games. We saw Nico Collins have good games. We saw Noah Brown go fucking nuts. Like, oh, I love that offense. I'm really excited to see it. No Nick Chubb for me. Thank you very much. Rather die than draft Brock Purdy and Kirk Cousins in the same draft. I will go Darnell Mooney here. Yep. Dude, like, Underdog, you guys have to fix that. When I'm scrolling and I scroll back up and it's not there, that is unacceptable. Unacceptable. You're on a 30-second timer. You cannot have this fucking little page here, whatever you want to call it, glitching out on me when I'm scrolling up and down. That's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, Darnell Mooney. I talked about him in my first episode, how I like that Atlanta offense a whole lot, mostly because of my main man, Kirk Cousins. Dude knows how to throw the ball. I don't know, dude. People who hate Kirk Cousins are fucking idiots. Fucking idiots. You're an idiot if you don't like Kirk Cousins. Genuinely, you are. He is a great, great quarterback. Yeah, dude is capable of making a bonehead decision. He can't rush for shit, but who else fits that archetype? Oh, that's right, Jared Goff. And everybody fucking loves Jared Goff, don't they? Yeah, they do. And don't get me wrong, I love Jared Goff too. But I think that the double standards are a bit ridiculous. Jared Goff, did we forget that he's capable of those Jared Goof games where I can't remember who they were playing last year, when he had 4 turnovers? Lay down, sweet girl. 4 turnovers in one game. It's like, yeah, that's not a frequent occurrence, but he's still capable of it, very capable of it. So I don't know. I wish people would give Kirk a little more respect. I do. And that's as a Vikings fan. He just fucking left us this year to go get paid more money, you know? Like, still love the dude. I don't care. I think he's... Oh, yeah. I really want Deshaun Watson right now. Dude, you are clawing me in the ass. Jesus fuck. Ooh! Oh, dude, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Okay. A little bit of a reach on Mr. Senate there. The senator. 7 picks, not too bad. Dude, you are stabbing me. But I briefly talked about him in my last video. I really like Ben Senate. I think that's how it's pronounced. He just looks like an animal, and guys, like, are we really scared of Zach Ertz, bro? Are we really? Dude did nothing last year. Literally fucking nothing. He is old as fuck, and he's not going to destroy Ben Sennett's fucking season. Absolutely not. I think that when they, you know, they're going to see the talent that he is, and hopefully him and Jaden can develop that rookie-to-rookie connection, and they can do something. But, you know, I'm not huge on players that are being supported by rookie quarterbacks in general, but he is an exception. I think that he is going to be good, and he doesn't have much competition in Washington. So, oh no, I don't want Baker. Jaleel McLaughlin, though. Yeah, fine, I'll take Jaleel. I don't think I have any shares of him yet. I really like Jaleel. Why can I not say that? Jaleel McLaughlin. He actually saved me a couple weeks last year. I fucking put him in at my RB2 position, and he clutched it out. Got like just enough points to get me the dub. And I love that versatile archetype. I cannot talk. Can you tell I've had a few drinks? I just love that versatile archetype of running back, because the options are unlimited with them. You know, it's not a Najee or fucking, you know, like an Alexander Madison type where it's just straight up the fucking middle every time. Maybe a screen pass if you're feeling really lucky. There's just so many options you can do with those types of running backs. The Jaleel McLaughlin type, the fucking Alvin Kamara, the Austin Eckler type, you know? So I always like to shoot for those guys, rather than just the big fucking bruisers when they're unknowns, right? Like, I talked about how I love Najee, because he's proven himself. You know, I've seen him play over the past few years. I know what type of player he is. I know that he's a fucking kick-ass running back, despite what the general public thinks. And just so we're clear, I think I might have maybe oversold how much I love Najee in the first episode. Guys, I don't think he's amazing or anything. I just think that y'all shit on him a little too much, okay? He's not as bad as some of you guys make him out to be, so do with that what you will. I'm going to stay over here and draft my team. I'm fucking... Ouch! Oh my god, the mic just rolled off the table when it hit me in the ankle. That actually hurt so fucking bad. This thing weighs a fucking half ton. But yeah, that totally just... I don't even know what I was talking about. Najee. But, anyways. Ooh. Oh, perfect. Drake May. Okay, so the only reason I'm going to take Drake May over JJ here is simply because of my belief in Sam Darnold. I really think that he's going to play the majority of the season. I would be shocked if he does not. Let Like, guys, Sam Darnold wasn't that fucking bad. Okay? And I don't even need to say the whole, oh, his situations were terrible, because we all know that. He played for the fucking Jets and the Panthers, okay? You can't get much worse than that. And he wasn't even that bad in those circumstances. Was he worthy of a number 3 overall pick in the NFL draft? No. Certainly not. But I think that the Sam Darnold disrespect is just, it's a little bit much. Like, go back and watch some of his highlights. Like, obviously, those don't show the lowlights. I get that. I do. But he's capable of making some really, really impressive plays. He's a good scrambler. He can throw on the run. And I don't know. I think that with weapons surrounding him, like JJ and Addison, like, I got faith in Samuel. So that's the sole reason I took Drake May over JJ. During the draft, I really wanted the Vikings to trade up and take Drake May, which obviously did not happen. So I was pretty pissed with the J.J. McCarthy pick at first, but then, when I really did my research on him, I was pretty stoked on it. I'm a firm believer that if you hate J.J. McCarthy, you're too lazy to watch film on him, basically. Because if you watch film on him, yeah, like, dude, if you look at his stat sheet, I get it. It's very underwhelming. But really, it's not. It's really just the yardage. I mean, look at his touchdown to interception ratio. It's crazy. And then go watch some film. Dude can throw on the run. He can throw into incredibly tight windows, and he is a smart football player. This could be incorrect stat, but I want to say he had 4 interceptions last year, and 3 of them were in one game. Like, that is fucking nuts. Fucking nuts. Okay. Guess we're going double white wide receiver this draft. Yeah, whatever. Fuck, did I finish what I was saying about Drake May? I can't remember. Or JJ. Yeah, I think that if you hate JJ McCarthy, go watch Kurt Benkert Pocket Presence's video on him. I think that he breaks down his film in a really digestible and easy to understand way, and it shows you how impressive some of the throws that he was making were. So yeah, please just do some research before you talk out your ass. All right, I get it. Any first round quarterback can be a bust. JJ could easily be a bust. Drake May could easily be a bust, but I don't know. At least know what you're talking about when you're talking about it. And as far as Luke McCaffrey goes, his last name is McCaffrey. Need I say more? I mean, really? Oh, I guess I just realized that I have bought 2 parts of that Washington offense. I'm really banking on rookies a lot here on this team. Which that's all right. You never fucking know. But yeah, that's kind of a lot of faith in Jaden Daniels. Frankly, I have more faith in Ben Sinnott to be fantasy relevant than Luke, just because I've said this so many times in my videos, but a young quarterback's best friend, I usually say a bad quarterback, but a young quarterback too. They don't necessarily have to be bad, but those boys love to throw their tight ends, They're usually the most available and easiest throws, so just dump it off. And I think that Ben Sinnott is enough of an athlete to make do with those looks, so that's why I like that pick. And Luke McCaffrey, like I said, pure just shooting for upside there with a 17th round pick. His last name is McCaffrey. He's got to be a dog, right? But we'll see how much volume he actually gets this season. I don't have faith for him to be anything crazy, but we will see. We will see, all right? Oh, wow. JJ fell. Oh, wow. Bryce Young fell this far. Oh, I would be silly not to take JJ or Bryce Young. I can't do 2 rookies, though. And I have so much stock in that Carolina offense that I might as well take, not just in this draft, just in general. You know, I really haven't drafted Xavier Legette much yet, but I like him. You know, I got Jonathan Brooks, and I love Deontay Johnson. Don't get me started on that dude. I think he's great. And yeah, I think Bryce Young just needs to bulk up a little bit and mature mentally a little bit, and he can be good. And, you know, having weapons around you to help you out, that certainly helps you too. So hopefully he will do his thing this year. But we will see, ladies and gents. Yes, we will. Wow. That one went by so fucking fast. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, so let's talk through all my picks real quick. So, first, JJ. I gave my whole spiel on him at the beginning, and I'm a Vikings fan, you know. I love him too much to let him go past 6. No disrespect to Mr. Amon-Ra, but I will say, he is the only one in the first round, you know, that made it to me that I would have taken potentially over Justin Jefferson. Breece Hall, not super interested. You know, I didn't realize this, but Breece Hall only had 5 rushing touchdowns last year? Let me double check real quick. Okay, so Breece Hall did only have 5 rushing touchdowns last year, but I did not realize he had 4 receiving. But honestly, I have a hard time with Breece Hall. I think he's good, but I struggle to fit my mind around the whole Breece is a top 3 running back in the league. Fucking dilemma or whatever, that's the wrong word, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. I would rather have Jahmyr Gibbs over Breece Hall. I frankly would probably rather have JT and Saquon over Breece Hall. For one, I hate the fucking Jets. I'm so sick of hearing their fucking hype just for them to shit the bed. Happens every year. It's so fucking annoying. And yeah, I will admit, I love Breece Hall rookie season, but last year he really didn't do it for me. Everyone's like, he was so amazing at the end of last year. It's like, maybe. I mean, let's see. Was he? Okay, yeah. You know what? You guys were right. He was very good his last 3 games. But you know what I have to say that? For one, they're playing Washington right there. Washington. Their defense fucking sucked. Next one is the fact that the rest of the fucking Jets offense sucked. Do you guys really, really believe that they're going to rush that much with Breece Hall again if Aaron Rodgers is actually healthy and playing football? No, they're not going to do that. I'm sorry. That's not going to happen. It's just not. Frankly, I'm probably going to have zero shares of Breece Hall this year. That's way too high for me. If he fell to maybe the middle of the second round, sure, I'd consider him there. But no, I'm not taking him with a first round pick, dude. He's not going to get the same amount of volume that he did last year. Like, that was the product of a horrible passing offense. That was the product of an offensive coordinator who didn't trust his fucking quarterback to throw the ball whatsoever. So I don't see that happening again. I'm sorry. I don't hate Breece Hall. I think he's being a little overdrafted right now. That's all. All right, Kyron, you know, we got some concerns with him, but I think that he will be just fine. Love Kyron and ETN back-to-back, though. I think that's great. These two are both kind of iffy. I'm really not huge on either Keenan or Ladd, but fingers crossed. I think, I think Keenan is going to be great for a few games for sure. He's probably not going to. I would be surprised if he had a 1,000-yard season. Honestly, I think that he's going to be like right around 900, close to 1,000. and with a lot of touchdowns, because that's his thing, right? Is he can just get down the field. He's a great contested catcher, good route runner. You know, he can get open. So hopefully they're really just using him for those deep balls, and he doesn't need much volume to be fantasy relevant. Ladd McConkey, I really don't like that pick very much. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, let's take a look at the people around him. Okay, I would take him. I would take Demont. I would take K9, like without a doubt. I would take all the running backs that went before him over Ladd. Would not take Worthy, I don't think. Probably not. I would definitely take Calvin Ridley. I probably would not have taken Rome, especially not if I had just taken Keenan. I don't. Jaden Reed, that's a little too high for him for me. Like him as a player, but like I said, was that this episode? When Christian Watson's out there and healthy, he is the clear wide receiver 1, and I guess that's a big ask, you know. I guess I should maybe think about that when I'm saying that, is that Christian Watson cannot be healthy, but we'll see. They found an imbalance in his hamstring or some shit, so hopefully they'll fix that shit and he can stay healthy, but I don't love him at that price. I do love him as a player, though. Rashee Rice, what are we doing? Get him the fuck out of here. I would be shocked if he's playing week 1. Keon Coleman. Yeah, I guess Keon and Ladd are pretty equivalent. Frankly, all these rookies are pretty equivalent to me, but biggest difference between Brian Thomas and Ladd is that I much prefer Justin Herbert to Trevor Lawrence, and it's not even fucking close. And Keon Coleman, that offense is just, it's kind of tricky. There are so many receivers of like similar archetypes in that offense right now that I don't really know what to think. So just kind of a hard buy. Yeah, so Christian Watson went 5 picks later. Interesting. All right, next, Evan Ingram. Literally the only good part of that Jaguars offense aside from ETN. Literally. Trevor Lawrence is check down king. And Evan Ingram is just a good player. Jonathan Brooks, love his upside, don't love his floor. But yeah, we will see how that plays out. I would be really shocked if Chuba is still like the RB1 by, frankly, like week 4 or 5. He's just not an RB1. He's really not. He's fine as like a change of pace back, you know, Chuba is, but he should not be an RB1. Zach Moss in round 9, love that. Love that. Like, guys, just imagine if Zach Moss gets fed the volume that Joe Mixon was getting fed. He's going to be an animal. Absolute animal. But we will see. We will see for sure. Brock Purdy, just a steady QB to hold me down right in the middle of the pack there. Yep, Kendre Miller, reach a little bit on him, but I really like him as a prospect, and we'll see how much longer good old Alvin and the Chipmunks last. Dalton Schultz, just a G. Darnell Mooney, please, Kirk. Please be good. Be healthy. Feed this offense. Like, ooh, yeah, I don't know. If they are firing on all cylinders, that offense is going to be good. Ben Sennett, love the prospect. We will see how that turns out with the rookie QB. But like I said, rookie QB to tight end, that's good shit. Jaleel McLaughlin, little fucking scurvy bastard. No, I love that guy. And, you know, I really like him because Javonte Williams, I'm done with him. All right, I'm done with him. Yes, he had that massive injury. I understand that, but going back to Breece Hall had a massive injury, and guess what? By half, maybe not halfway through, but I would say 2/3 of the way through last year, he was looking pretty much like his old self. Javonte Williams has not even like somewhat looked like his old self, so I don't know. I think that Jaleel McLaughlin could easily see more volume this year, and especially because Javonte wasn't drafted in the Sean Payton era, right? Jaleel was. So that's a Sean Payton dude. You know, those guys get priority over the guys who were just there for your disposal. Yeah, we will see about that one. Drake May. I don't really have too much to say about him. He's a rookie quarterback in, frankly, a kind of a poopy offense. But if he can, be serviceable, he can make some of those guys utilizable and be fantasy relevant himself. So we will see. And, he's got a little bit of rushing upside. Not much. He's more of a scrambler than a rusher. But even so, he's able to escape the pocket. So I like him there at picks or round 16. And Luke McCaffrey, really just picked him for the McCaffrey blood. Two parts of Washington is a little bit scary, but they are two late round parts of Washington. Yeah, I'm from Washington, B.C. And then Bryce Young. I wish dude was a little bit older. That was actually the worst joke ever. You guys probably wouldn't even have even gotten that joke if I didn't say that shit. That was so dumb. But, yep, I need Bryce Young to bulk up a little bit and just show me that he can be an NFL quarterback. Lots of great collegiate quarterbacks are not good in the NFL. So I need him to prove something to me. Yeah, I think that is about all that I got for you guys today. Drop a like and subscribe. I felt like this video went a lot better than the one I recorded earlier today, so that's great. And I will be back with more content. I'm going to try and branch out a little bit, maybe do a little bit of trivia, or I definitely want to do a redraft on here soon, but it will not all just be Underdog best ball type shit. I'll be doing other shit too, so make sure to like and subscribe and stick around, and love you guys.